Now, more on the latest building collapse in New York. You might have heard a few moments ago, I was talking about the Salomon Brothers building collapsing. And indeed it has. Apparently, Jane, what more can you tell us about the Salomon Brothers building and its collapse?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy.
I think you have to put it in the context of what was an incredibly chaotic day for everybody involved in trying to cover the story. The investigations we've carried out suggest very strongly that we were working on the basis of an incorrect news agency report. We had this statement from Reuters. It came some time after our original inquiries, actually, but what it says is, on September the 11th, 2001, Reuters incorrectly reported that one of the buildings at the New York World Trade Center, 7 WTC, had collapsed before it actually did. The report was picked up from a local news story and was withdrawn as soon as it emerged that the building had not fallen.
Tanner, we do have more information about exactly where that plane crashed. We understand right now from the AP that it crashed near a helicopter landing pad near the Pentagon. So as far as we know, it didn't crash directly into the Pentagon.
Excuse me, Cheryl, just a moment. We're just getting a report from the Associated Press that a car bomb has exploded outside the State Department. We are just hearing this from the Associated Press, a car bomb exploding outside the State Department here in Washington.
We are also getting reports now that there is a fire on the Mall in Washington, that part of the Capitol that runs essentially from the Capitol to the White House in kind of a straight line going up Washington, D.C., and we have reports of a fire there.
We've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. I'd rather be dragged behind a horse than be inaccurate. But the responsibility for this is mine and blame is mine. I said a moment ago, a few minutes ago actually, that we had video of Mayor Rudolph Giuliani holding up one of the flight recorders recovered from the debris at the World Trade Center. That is absolutely unequivocally false. That did not happen. We don't have any such video
Here, but in terms of the security and safety of these rescue workers, it is still very touch and go. There has been at least one more building collapse that we know of. That was One Liberty. It's the latest building to fall. People who are familiar with New York will know that as the Brooks Brothers building. That's basically across the street from where the World Trade Centers used to stand.
The satellite feed had an electronic timer, which cut out at 5:15 exactly.